There's something powerful about a quiet comeback. It doesn't need to be announced, it just shows up, strong and undeniable. And that's exactly where you are right now. You may not even realize it yet, but you're about to shock everyone who doubted you, overlooked you, or counted you out. This isn't about revenge, it's about revelation. And this message, it's not for everyone, but if it's for you, you'll feel it deep in your bones. You've been building something sacred, something real behind the scenes. While others were busy watching, judging, or doubting, you were transforming, not just externally, but from the inside out. You've been doing the work, healing, growing, learning, shifting, and now the results are starting to speak for themselves, loudly. What's happening in your life is going to catch people off guard. The ones who mistreated you, underestimated you, or tried to dim your light are going to be stunned. Not because you're throwing it in their face, but because the glow you now carry can't be ignored. It's a radiance that only comes from deep internal change. The people who once dismissed you are going to be filled with regret. Real regret. They're going to look back and realize they mishandled someone rare, someone authentic, someone who had the heart to support them, even when they didn't deserve it. And now, you're not accessible in the way you used to be. You've grown beyond those dynamics. Here's the truth. They needed someone like you in their corner. Someone who genuinely cared, who listened without judgment, who brought calm into chaos. But they didn't value that energy. Now they're surrounded by noise, by people who mirror their dysfunction, and they see the difference. They're starting to understand just how unique your presence was. Your progress is almost unbelievable, especially considering your age, your past, or the circumstances you started from. You're rewriting what's possible, not just for yourself, but for everyone watching, and they're watching closely. Some are cheering you on, but others, they're watching in disbelief, hoping you'll slip, but you won't. See, they thought you peaked, that you hit your ceiling, but what they didn't know is that you were just laying the foundation. What's coming next is going to blow their assumptions out of the water, because you haven't even hit your stride yet. You're just getting warmed up. They expected your pain to break you. They expected your silence to mean defeat. But your silence was strategy. Your stillness was preparation. And your setbacks? They were setups for something greater. Now you're moving with intention, and every step forward is a testimony of resilience. There's a beautiful irony in what's happening. The same people who laughed, mocked, or ignored you are now inspired by your progress. They may not admit it out loud, but deep down, they're in awe. And some of them are praying you'll come back, reach out, or offer them a second chance. But your time isn't being spent looking back. You're too busy creating a future that honors your healing, your purpose, and your boundaries. You've outgrown old versions of yourself, and with that, you've outgrown old relationships too. That's not pettiness, that's growth. Some of them are stuck, not because life is unfair, but because they've refused to change. They've been relying on shallow circles, misguided opinions, and empty validation. Meanwhile, you were investing in something deeper, and it shows. They can see it, even if they pretend they can't. The way you carry yourself now, the way you speak, the way you walk, it's different, more grounded, more powerful, more real. And it makes people reflect on everything they missed out on by not valuing you when they had the chance. You're not chasing anyone's approval anymore. You don't need it. Your journey has taught you that peace is better than attention, and alignment is more valuable than attachment. You're not bitter, you're just better. Let them watch. Let them speculate. Let them wonder how you did it. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Your life is the evidence. Your progress is the proof. You've become the very thing they never saw coming. And here's the twist. They can't stop watching. Whether they admit it or not, they're glued to your journey, monitoring your every move, waiting for a mistake that will never come. Because you're not walking in circles anymore. You're walking in purpose. Their lack of guidance shows. Their bitterness is loud. but your peace. Your peace is louder. Your life is becoming a masterpiece, and the contrast between where you are and where they chose to stay is undeniable. You don't have to prove anything. Just keep rising, keep building. Keep choosing your higher self over old habits. Your existence is a reminder that transformation is possible, and that's why they can't look away. This isn't revenge, this is revelation, and it's the greatest story ever told. Not because it's dramatic, but because it's real. It's healing, it's inspiring, and best of all, it's just the beginning. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, I honor the transformation unfolding in my life, both seen and unseen. I recognize that change is not always easy, but it is sacred. I open my heart fully to the abundance that is already making its way to me. I no longer fear the shift. I welcome it with open arms, knowing that growth often comes through discomfort. This moment marks a new chapter where I no longer resist what is meant to elevate me. I declare that I am ready to receive, to expand, and to evolve into the highest version of myself. May every part of me that was once broken, whether through betrayal, loss, or internal struggle, continue to be restored. I speak healing over every scar and strength into every weakness. I release all bitterness that tried to take root in my spirit. I make room now for peace, purpose, and progress. And I choose to be free. Not just free in my body, but free in my mind, my emotions, and my energy. I claim a life led by love and not by pain. My journey may have tested me, but it did not break me. It refined me. I speak divine protection over my journey. Let no weapon formed against me prosper. Let every attempt to block, distract, or delay my progress be rendered powerless. I walk under the covering of wisdom and intention. I do not fear the opinions of others or the noise around me. Let those who once doubted my strength or overlooked my light become witnesses to the undeniable force of healing, restoration, and inner work. I no longer need validation. I walk in confirmation. I am not defined by outside opinions or shallow judgments. I am defined by the quiet, consistent work I've done within myself. My strength comes from facing the darkness and choosing to heal anyway. I ask for continued guidance, so my steps are filled with wisdom, and my voice speaks only truth and power. Let peace be my anchor when distractions arise. Let discernment keep me grounded when opportunities call for choices. I stay centered in what truly matters. With boldness, I step into the future knowing that the best is yet to come. Nothing can block what is divinely assigned to me. I am aligned, prepared, and walking in favor. Every lesson taught me resilience. Every setback built my character, and every breakthrough proved that light always finds a way. I give thanks not just for what I've received, but for what I've overcome. I'm not the same, and that's the greatest blessing of all.